All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Coldcast presentation. I'm your casting host, Beef. With me once again, we do have IG Sender back from, well, what appeared to be the dead. But we're here to cast the ultimate Pandasoul tournament. We're in the round of 16 right now, where it's all tied up 1-1 between the Diesel Electric Locomotives and Team Psycho. We just saw the Locomotives roll over their opponents in about 17 minutes in Game 2. I don't know, Sender, you think that momentum's going to carry him to a victory in Game 3?
Mm, You know what? Momentum has been a very strong thing to say for Joel's team, so yeah, I think it will. I think they'll come out with the win in the game three.
Well, it certainly is a possibility, but Rocky Balboa and the boys from Team Psycho, well, they're going to need to channel their inner champions. If they want to bring this one back, they got a big opportunity in Game 1 and they capitalized on it. And we'll see what they do this time. As I keep knocking over my water bottle, Sender.
Can you not be?
I gotta put it on the other side of my desk.
All right.
It's way over there now, so.
Well, looking to the lock pool, a lot of junglers have been banned from the blind bans. Only Parasite's gotten through. So, we might see some Trilane versus Trilane action this game. And I don't, Parasite may not even get picked up because Parasite loses the Trilanes pretty hard if you block the hard camps properly. And if one team can get Scout, that means Parasite will definitely not be getting picked by the other team because you can effectively shut down both jungles pretty easily in the first 6 minutes of the game with that hero.
Yeah, Scout is just kind of an insane hero. I don't know, man. I've been playing like a high-ish level TMMs, like not quite like try-hard TMM high, but
Like
Scout,
1800?
yeah, like high 1800s, and Scout's a really annoying hero.
Yeah, he is. He's ganking you mid, then he's like blocking your jungle camps, and he's what? You can't like keep him level 1, and then he just like gets some items. He gets in at 300 GPM and just kills your supports randomly.
Yeah, and kills a courier.
Yeah, and your courier. Can't forget about the courier.
You know what? Frankly, I'd rather lose my support than my courier. It's really irritating to lose a courier, man, but whatever. Scout, not going to see him in this game because he does get banned out here, but try on try. I'm excited to see some possibilities there. First pick, we do see Bubbles, though, so going to be grabbing that solo-type hero, and definitely a very versatile first pick.
Yeah, usually you don't see Bubbles first pick, but really there's not that many okay, actually Wild Soul's on the board. Wild Soul is probably he was like top. He was probably the god hero for a while, and then he waned off. And I'm gonna dare say that he's gonna be back to god tier status in the coming weeks.
Really? Yeah, he's been looking pretty good, and of course back in DreamHack Summer, the finals there, Wild Soul had great impact in those games, and we've seen him a little bit since then. So looking forward to maybe seeing some Wild Soul. And I guess with this being Ultimate Wild Soul, it would only be fitting, right?
Yeah, it would be fitting. And then, the other team counters with Magnus Glacius. Pretty good pick. Yeah, probably the best stunner left in the regular pool. But the thing is, you're going to be most likely picking a stunner from the lock phase, so maybe it'll be like the off laner, or it just gives them a lot of options. And Glacius, Glacius has fallen down a lot of popularity, and I don't really see a particular reason to pick Glacius, say, over Pyromancer, or maybe it's just favoritism, but like heroes like Pyro and Nymphora, they offer a lot more at the mid game, where Glacius is really good in the team fights with the ultimate and has a fair laning phase.
Yeah, well, they choose that version for their support right now, though Yolm going to be deciding on his next two picks. Wild Soul definitely still in there, and he's going to be probably looking for a support unless he wants to pick up Torturer or Master of Arms out of the lock pool. But with so many other strong heroes, he probably doesn't want to be locked into those. And a Gemini pickup, so love it.
In my head, I was trying to figure out what carrier they're going to go for. I was thinking Monkey King, I was starting to say Gemini, but you were talking and I couldn't say anything. So the viewers will just have to trust me or they call me a liar, so...
Sender. Stop lying. Oh, no. Oh, that's another one that I was thinking about doing, was a stop sign. STAHP.
It's kind of surprising they pick Pyromancer over Empath. Empath is notably the best hero you can pick with a hard carry. And maybe it's because they want to run a dual lane mid, which is probably the reason. And Dark Lady, that seems like a good option when you're facing a Gemini. Keep him silent so he can't like shift forms and stuff and be obnoxious. Like Gemini is kind of a carry that usually, at least from my experience in TMM, they don't like to go like early BKBs. So if you can keep him silenced, you can kind of counter him a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Making sure that he's not able to cast those spells is one way of dealing with him, but once he does get significant amount of stats, just the raw movement speed and armor penetration of that hero does kind of get out of control with the elemental force buffs that he received in 3.1.
I mean, we're talking about a carry that does not need boots in the late game. That means he can have an extra item, that'll outclass another carry. It's a big deal.
I'd like to see nothing but bracers on that hero again. Bracers and ultimate orbs forever.
Let's see. They have a suicide. Actually, Lodestone's pretty good here. They might go with the Deadwood though. I mean, the Deadwood's actually probably the better pick when you're facing Rally.
And why is that?
Because what is it? Immobilize. You can't allow the compel to get through if you land the target. Because usually when people are pushing towers, they're pushing. They're kind of static in their movement, so you can initiate with the grasp into R button. What is it called? The Willowmaker, and then you can pretty much just kill a target in the 3 second window you have.
Interesting. Yeah, that immobilize certainly helps, but there's the Deadwood final pickup, like you expected, and that's actually going to round out the team here. I really like both of these teams, but the Legion team, I like that Gemini pick, man. I got to give the ball points to them.
I feel like the Parasite is kind of a bad pick in this game. Not only it's really easy to shut down like nowadays, especially with the double supports the Hellborn is running if they respond correctly, and it looks like they are. They are looking to play aggressive, and there's two things they can do. They can play aggressive and shut down Joel's farm and ward the camps, or they can just ward the camps and then go back to their side and keep Parasite out of their side of the jungle. And it depends if they want to shut down the Parasite or if they want to shut down Jolem. I think they'll go for shutting down the Jolem player, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Right now, going to be making their way into that jungle. I like this Rally skin. It's a cool looking Rally skin. It's not better than Tyrant Rally, but I think it's kind of cool.
You know what?
It's got a dragon on a stick.
As long as the skins don't confuse me, I don't care. I just hate when the skins make me think they're another different hero. That's just the frustrating part.
Yeah, there's definitely some of them out there that do that. This Bubbles one, I thought he was Bushwhack for a while. The new Bubbles.
Oh yeah, I hate this skin. I don't know why people use it.
That's because it's brand new. Have you seen Pandasoul yet? I think I've only seen that in one game so far, and
I don't think I've seen it.
It's pretty good. I mean, it was great. You guys should go buy it.
The lanes look to be developing. What's Hellborn doing? Why is Dark Lady going bottom? Why is Dark Lady?
Oh no.
Okay, they're doing this wrong. I mean, not to be rude or anything, but they're just doing this wrong. It should be Dark Lady solo top with pooled regen, and then a mag mid, and then a rally tri-lane bottom, or rally mid and a mag tri-lane bottom. But
either way, Dark Lady should not be a part of this tri-lane.
He'll still get good farm, but their killing potential goes down a lot by him being here.
Parasite and Pyromancer going to be sectioning off Master of Arms. Gemini gets there as well, and there he will get the points into the Twin Fang. Gets the stun. Dragonfire is there as well. Parasite does not want to get his Legion. He will not need to. So Nier gets credit for that kill. He'll head into the jungle. Has enough money to finish off not only his Blood Chalice, but he will also pick up a Rev Ward and upgrade the Courier, I believe.
Oh yeah, upgrading the Courier was a really smart thing here because you can counter ward the camps, and that was such a huge mistake. They the supports splintered. If they went together, they would have kept each other alive with their stuns, but unfortunately one of them dies, and that's not the start you want when you're running a non-jungler strategy. And they'll give Parasite a lot of room to counter ward, most likely.
Yeah, and he's actually going to drop that counter ward over here at the hard camp. So Pyromancer going to give him a hand. Panny will auto attack that one down. Get the 25 gold bounty here. And like you said, this is a hard camp that is extremely essential to Parasite's success.
Mm-hmm. And now that he has it back, I might even say that like the Hellborn team will lose bottom, just because not only do they have Dark Lady in this lane instead of Rally or Mag, but now Parasite has access to more of his farm. It just depends if they can execute, I guess. But it's gonna come down to play. But now basically the Legion team has an ability to win this bottom lane, where before they didn't really have that ability.
Gemini going to be falling back there. An interesting build here on Gemini. Hatchet, Mana Battery, Boots. Feeling that he was going to be up against that Tri-Lane and knowing they're going to be casting a lot of spells. Valuing that Mana Battery as Glacius gets kind of caught out of position here. Gemini going to drop the level 2 Twin Breath on him. And Pyromancer not going to be able to get the final auto attack. Instead, Gemini going to be in some trouble. Dragonfire whiffs right between the uprights of the two players. Bell comes in. Gemini gets out of there using that Mana Battery to get the Twin Fangs. And Deadwood is there with a Rotten Grasp. It's going to grant Pyromancer her life. And in the end, nobody dies. 3 players coming very, very close to death, but all are saved.
Am I blind? Or did that compel miss? That missed, right?
It hit the Pyromancer. It missed the Gemini.
Right. I feel like that's a mistake by the Rally player being maybe a little bit unexperienced in the hero. I think he could have compelled Dark Lady instead. And, that would have been a lot more success hit ratio. In this top lane, the short lane is once again pretty even, which is, I would say it's expected in this matchup if Mag doesn't have pooled regen. Especially when you're going Hatchet Shield. He did get his bottle though, so he will be fine. If he can rune control a bit, he'll probably pull out ahead in the lane.
Yeah, Mr. Link going to be trying his best here on Bubbles. But that Magnus, he just hits real damn hard with that Shield Hatchet. And 2 points into the Volcanic Touch now. So, doing work. He's going to come up after getting that Refreshment Rune. Work on these creeps. And should bring them all home. Doing a little bit of damage to Bubbles, but nothing too significant. How's Dark Lady's farm looking in the bottom lane? 15 and 7 currently in CS. So, she's getting some farm, but is it going to be enough for her being in the bottom?
Yeah, ultimately she's farming... Or right now she's farming better than Jolem, but I feel like you could have had uncontested farm top lane with full regen. Well, they'd have a better tri-lane bottom, but I guess that's just hindsight.
There's a good catch from Mr. Ling. Bubbles actually following the Lava Surge from Magnus, guessing the juke correctly and hitting with the Shell Surf. Managed to get the kill onto Mr. Ling, and that's one of the disadvantages of not having a point in Steam Path. I don't think it would have saved him there, but it might have.
Did Sequence have a haste rune?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. They were all up there trying to get the rune top, and Magnus took a little bit of damage from Deadwood, then Deadwood moved back. He ran back to the middle as Magnus was still at 50% life. Lava surged up a cliff. But bottom lane, Gemini actually going hard onto Master of Arms, and he will get the kill onto MOA. Dark Lady going to take some pressure as well as the trees respawn. Leech is going to be used from Parasite, but TDL will get back into the lane. And she's going to be safe, but a great kill coming out from Gemini with assistance from Nair.
Yeah, not much to say. I mean, you catch them out of position, they just don't really have the heroes to respond. Especially if it's the MOA getting caught, that means they have no stuns left. And Darkly now just picked up Silence, so maybe that'll make a difference in the lane.
Yeah, that definitely could. It's kind of an interesting build, going 2 points in charge before getting caught in the Dark Blades. And they will dive Gemini, making sure that he was not able to get off any of his spells, and that's the power of those Dark Blades, for sure.
It's actually 2 points in the soul, by the way.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
Yeah, it's usually an ability you pick up, when you're, you level that up if you're versus, a tri-lane or a really hard lane. But, I don't know, odd decision, but, he's doing just fine. 280 GPM. Probably go up a little bit more with a little bit more free farm now that Jolen's missing.
Up top, Bubbles taking a considerable amount of damage from Magnus, but Bubbles might be able to turn that one around if he wants to, has the kelp field available, but just a little bit too low on life to be comfortable going for a kill just yet. And overall, It's been a somewhat passive earlier game. Only 4 kills in the first 6 minutes. It's kind of weird to say that.
I think 4 kills is a good, healthy amount for our standards, unless you're getting like a lot of kills in the middle lane.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Thunderblast and the Forked Lightning were both attempted in the bottom lane, but
Rally's
whiffing
going
into
for the
farm.
gank top.
He certainly is. Wants this Bubbles. Magnus trying to close distance. They simply aren't going to get there fast enough, even with a set of red boots on either player. Parasite setting up a gank. Bottom lane, Master of Arms getting taking a lot of damage. The Catman Champion Stomp finishes him. Dark Lady trades for a kill onto Pyromancer. Now it's a 2v2. There's the face hug into the leech on Glacius. Glacius going to get the freeze onto Parasite as Gemini attempting to put the autos in. Finishes him off with the Twin Breath. Dark Lady has the Ghost Marchers. Now going to try to use those to get away along with the Charging Strikes. But here comes Master of Arms? Okay. Thought it was going to be Rally. Never mind.
Rally TP top is, he doesn't even have one, but if he did have one, it would be on cooldown for like 10 more seconds probably.
Damn, Sender. Putting me in my place. Sometimes you just gotta do that as a co-caster, though. I was watching Dota 2 D2L yesterday with AC and Betas, and at one point AC was like, and in the end, it comes out pretty break-even. And Betas was like, actually, AC, that wasn't even remotely close to break-even, and I'll tell you why. And I was like, damn! AC just got rulebooked on his own stream.
Betas is no a man that will not fluff, man. That guy will put it out there.
It was great. I love it.
Let's see, who's this roaming middle? Invis Glacius. You know, if they execute this right, they probably will get. They could get the kill. They won't go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have like 1100 HP.
Yeah, it's pretty damn hard to kill somebody like that. As the Seismic Slam misses. So once more, the inexperience that you were kind of talking about being possible here for Rocky Balboa, as he misses a Seismic Slam. Bottom lane, Dark Lady gonna get breathed on. Oh, a deep attack here from Parasite. Lava Surge onto 2. They're gonna go for some counter kills. Pyromancer holding the Dragonfire, misses it in the end. And Parasite will get away. Bubbles shows up though, and he's got something to say. Gemini taking some damage. Rally taking some damage. Bubbles goes back in after the kelp field. Finishes off Rally with a Shell Surf and an auto attack. Dark Lady going to be going in with the Charging Strikes. Drops the Taint Soul onto Bubbles as well. And Magnus barely getting out of a Rotten Grasp. There's a lot of spells being missed. Willowmaker finishes off Glacius, and a Shell Surf takes down Dark Lady. So, in the end, would you say that's pretty break-even, Cinder?
No, I would not say so. But you know, that fight was a little chaotic. Like everyone was like having their own little engagements and just like using their spells and backing off, and that really favors the Legion side because they have a lot of bursty heroes. They have right now they only have Parasite and the Deadwood most are for like the burst. When Pyro gets level 6, he will have it, but you know it favors their team to have these small engagements. Where the Hellborn team, they really want to follow up their spells and so they can get the damage out there they need.
Why does it always take so long for somebody to tell me that the scoreboard's wrong? It showed Locomotives versus Locomotives. That's just not
pretty
correct. I mean, maybe somebody told me. I don't read chat religiously when I'm casting, but sometimes I'll glance over and, of course, want to get that fixed up as best as possible. Sometimes things slip through the cracks, guys. Planning on going back to a different kind of production system. As Gemini does drop in the... What? No! He gets out of there with the Twin Fang, surviving on 30 HP. And great job coming in from Yolam. I thought he was surely dead.
Yeah, it's a little close. But, you know, his team's doing pretty good, but he's not. He's still having a pretty suffer game.
Oh, I didn't catch that one. Did you happen to see the kill and rally?
No, I mean, what? His compel is up. He probably just got caught by, like, Bubbles, Shell Surf, into, like, you know, his combo, and Parasite was probably coming from the jungle. Does this... Okay, so in the Legion jungle, this ward blocks that camp, right?
The hard camp in the middle?
Yeah.
It absolutely does. Oh, look at the camp to the right of it, though. That Vagabond Assassin's going to be a pain in the ass.
Oh no, that just sucks. But
It's the worst.
you know, Usually, I'm not a fan of this, especially in the early game. The late game, it's like there's a lot more stuff going on, and people don't notice this stuff all the time. But like right now, usually the vision is more important than the resource control
Oh,
because the
middle
vision.
lane, Mag channeling up the eruption. Doesn't get a single tick on it. He just wasn't able to close the distance quick enough. I think that was another whiff on a compel coming in from Rally that set up the
Mhm.
fail in the middle lane.
I didn't quite to see. I was looking at the ward, but it's just unfortunate. They need these kills. They're missing. Feels like they're missing a lot of stuff, and a lot of small mechanical errors this game by the Hellborn side.
Yeah, which is really unfortunate. Rocky had a pretty damn good game on Meraxis in game number 1 and then game number 2. Played remarkably well on Deadwood, even though his team did end up losing. So far in this game, though, 0-2 and 0, no kill involvement, and really has been a little bit lackluster from the team's Psycho Stunner.
Yeah, I mean, like the Hellborn, like they're not doing too terrible. I mean, they all got like what they got upgraded boots on a couple heroes. Their supports are really hurting though. Like they're both level 4, but their core heroes have what they need, I suppose. But they should like to get some kills going there, and they need to make sure they execute properly.
Yeah, when you're running dual support and the total value of their items is, about 250, including a 100 gold consumable, it's pretty rough.
I
Three
mean,
minor totals between
if
the two
we had
heroes.
net worth, Glacius would have 50, and MOA would have 100.
Oh no, it's terrible. No, MOA would have like
Okay,
360 because he's got some money in the bank.
true. They should do these ancients. They have a level 4 MOA. You can do it. It just requires a little bit more time. Like, they could do it with these 3 heroes easily. It would take them probably a minute and a half, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less, but they could do it, and it would be worth it.
It's worth it to inject that experience and gold into
XP.
your team's economy.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with you. The problem is that would leave Dark Lady unattended at the bottom lane.
Oh, no, I would do it with them.
With Dark Lady? Okay.
Yeah, with Dark Lady.
I
They
got you,
don't-
Sender.
Yeah, like MOA could use 200 gold for boots, but Dark Lady could have like rest of the gold. They just need some EXP. It'd get them to about. Oh no.
Oh, well, I moved the camera for 1 second to see what Rocky Balboa was doing, and Dark Lady got punched in the cranium.
Yeah, that's a blink dagger on Deadwood. Usually at this stage of the game, like a lane ward isn't what you really need to farm this area, because you'll spot them coming through your lane. But when you have a blink dagger, it's a different case. And it's just because he's snowballing so hard.
Yeah, and he certainly is. 1-0 and 3 for sequences. They're going in for a second kill. They'll pick up that level 5 Master of Arms, and yeah, things are looking extremely rough now for Team Psycho. They made a pretty damn good comeback in game number 1.
Glacius? Oh no, Glacius was so lucky. He almost got caught by the bubbles, but this
Oh.
Dark Lady might be in a little trouble.
I may be. Dark Lady, yes, will go down. That's a level 12 bubbles. Mr.
With the
Lane
DD.
dropping level 2 kelp of the field, man. That's... Wait, level 2 kelp of the field? Alright. Whatever.
I was just gonna let that one go. Oh, and they're gonna kill the Ancients? Alright, nope, they won't kill the Ancients because they're gonna tap out.
Yeah, it certainly looks like they will, and I can appreciate that. They're at this point where they're feeling that it's not going to be possible to come back. And a valiant show in game 1 and a good effort in games number 2 and 3, but the experience of the diesel electric locomotives really shining through as Yolam and his boys are going to advance into the round of 8, and certainly expected them to come out ahead in this matchup, but it was a pleasant surprise to see game number 1 being as intense and action-packed as it was.
Unfortunately, I missed that one, Beef. It was quite a crazy game, you say.
It was. You should watch it on VOD. It'll be on youtube.com/beefpotpie tomorrow. Beefpotpie1. Wow.
Why would I watch it on YouTube when I can just go to your Twitch videos?
Wow, because I get more money when you watch it on YouTube.
You do? I didn't know that.
I don't know, actually. I think my CPM's a little bit higher on YouTube, but I don't know. Actually,
Okay.
I have no clue what my CPM is. I just kind of always assumed. I like it when people watch it on YouTube, because I care about my YouTube views.
That makes sense. Unfortunately, you won't be getting one more YouTube view from me.
Wow. Sender, stop. Guys, Sender is absolutely out of control, but congratulations to the Locomotives. They will, in fact, be moving on into that round of 8. That one's scheduled to start in 20 minutes. So we'll be looking at our next matchup here pretty dang soon. And before we kick it over to a break, I actually want to take a look at the brackets here. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that. Go over to hontour.com. Click the events here, Pandasoul brackets. So spoiler alert, guys, if you are not wanting to see these brackets, should close your eyes and ears for the next few seconds, as we're going to try to figure out what team we might be covering in the next round. Sender, are you going to be sticking around for that?
Yeah, I think I will. I'll give you another helping hand, Beef.
Well, I appreciate it, Sender. You're a good guy.
There's
You're a good guy.
pretty strong matchup in the lower bracket, going Too Much Sugar versus I don't know, Team Own Me, Pika. I'll call him Pika.
BRB 3 men.
I'll call him Pika. They're Pika.
All right. Yeah,
Pika
that should definitely be a good one. We're gonna have the Locomotives taking on Sholo Pemperne, as I call them, and I cast them in their first round match yesterday. This is, of course, Listig's team.
Who?
Listig.
Okay, I never heard of that guy.
Really?
Nope.
Oh, I've seen him around. I don't recall what team he was playing for right now, but
And then you also
they definitely looked good.
keep going.
They definitely looked good. Looks like we're going to have We Are Spies taking on either Mob Deep or the Wolf Pack. And then Justice League versus Team Excellent. That should be another great round of 8 matchup.
Mm-hmm. You know, I wouldn't be surprised for the Wolfpack team to get a win over 007 either. You know, they're like a team that's just starting to form, and, you know, a lot of unexperienced players, but they definitely have individual skills. So I would say them and Team Rocky Balboa, maybe teams in the future to break the top 10.
Well, it's certainly a possibility. But guys, before we do go to this break and figure out which match we're going to be casting, I do want to remind you one more time of the promotion going on over at creative.com. If you're looking for DJ Rhapsody, this is one more way to get her. With your purchase of one of the 3 select headsets on the screen, you can get DJ Rhapsody as well as big savings when you use the codes on your screen. $50 off on the Recon 3D Omega, $70 off on the Tactic 3D Omega, and 10% off either the Tactic 3D Rage or Rage Wireless. All those available on creative.com from now until July 27th, US only. And of course, you can help support Colecast by using the creative link in the description below. Just click on the picture of the Tactic 3D Rage that is under the heading support Colecast, and that'll help me out. So guys, thank you for watching Ultimate Pandasoul. We're going to get back to it in about 15 minutes here with the next round, the round of 8, and hopefully be bringing you some more epic Han. So don't go anywhere, guys. This is Beef, Sender, Colecast, and Ultimate Series Pandasoul. We'll be back.